What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father, Amazon Kindle Create Space. Who's oppressing the black feminist? You know, black feminism has an underlying tone of we hate men. No matter what, and people try to get away from it, but that's what it is. But the team itself, black women, heterosexual black women, bisexual black women, homosexual black women, homosexual men in general, black men and non-black men, and non-black women. Now, the irony of this coalition is the team itself, because the whole team is subscribing to black feminism, which has an underlying tone of we hate black men, and at the same time has a yearning for black men. Heterosexual black women want black men, but just on unrealistic terms. But if a gay black man says a straight black man is gay, it don't have to be true, just innuendo. He's done. Which, this is your team. Which means now the gay dude figures he has a shot at getting them. And I said it's just innuendo. It don't got to be real. But you don't. So normally, as it rolls down, he might date a bisexual chick, which is still on your team, right? Might date or might wind up with a non-black chick who all of a sudden becomes the enemy because they're taking our black men. But she's on your team. But we're oppressing you. When it comes to, and non-black men, absolutely non-black men. When it comes to what are black men doing for black women? Good question. Not enough. But how much is your team making sure you don't is not necessarily cock blocking, but relationship blocking, unity blocking? Because when it's time to rely on a black man, your non-black women would tell you not to trust him. Your lesbians would tell you not to trust him. Your bisexuals would tell you not to trust him. Your non-black men would say don't trust him. Your gay men would say not to trust them. So they all in your ear saying, no. And then when you wind up surrounded by them, who's oppressing you? Because 9 times out of 10, when you're surrounded by racism, that's part of the non-black people on your team. When you're surrounded by debauchery, dysfunctionality, because a lot of the oppression actually comes from the idea that you know the thug culture, the underworld culture. But everybody's dealing with those underworld guys. So if you're dealing with degenerates and you wind up with a degenerate life, but you listen to your team say don't trust the guys that aren't degenerate, you kind of put yourself in that space too. Not saying you deserve to be there, but you put yourself in that space too. While at the same time, your team allows you to be with the degenerates. See, I never see black feminists and the people in the black feminist movement tell black women don't date degenerates. I never see them say don't date racists. I never see them say don't date child molesters. You get what I'm saying? Like, never. It's not combative when it comes to dating that demographic. But that is also the demographic used to be the oppressors. But when it comes to getting out of that demographic, you can't get mad at the non-black women because you actually sipped the Kool-Aid that they told you don't trust these guys or you shouldn't be with them. And now they with them. Now you mad at your team. When the gay guys make the innuendo and they wind up dating other gay guys, or if it's true and the guys they with are gay guys, that's still your team. And they hipped you to it so they could be with the guy. The bisexual ones and the lesbians will tell you don't be with them, either to be with them or to get pregnant by them and then become a lesbian again so they can have the kids, and they're still on your team, leaving you single, vulnerable, oppressed, and through your actions of listening to your team at odds with the very men that you quote unquote have underlyingly said have said that you hated on an underlying tone, but the rest of your team made you heterosexual black women the forefront of it, while they was at the back door trying to take your man. And then you wind up with the non-black men who, the real drug dealers, the real gun runners, the real oppressors. And you're just fine with them because they're whispering into the ears of your teammates also. You know that there was that scene in Malcolm X where the wife said, you know, you so busy fighting the world in the sense that you're not looking at the betrayal in your own, of your own. And all I'm saying is, who's really oppressing y'all is y'all team. It's not totally, but a lot of the shit that y'all going through is orchestrated by your teammates. I'm just saying.